haven't done this in a long time, but we're just going to have just a commentary video. And I just want to get my thoughts out on AEW and the past show and just AEW in general. This is just going to be my opinion on it. I'm really a nobody at the end of this. My opinion, like I'm saying. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but it's just me. This past week's Dynamite, they had it from, I think Chicago? I think they had it from Chicago. I'm looking on their site right now so I can be up to date with my notes and everything, and it says that Collision was live from Chicago, Illinois, from the Now Arena Wednesday, May 14th, but as we all know, Dynamite is on Wednesdays, Collision is on either Thursdays or Saturdays now. Anyways, they were in Chicago, in the Now Arena, nice arena. I've been to it for Dynamite before, had a great time at the show. But we're not talking about them, we're talking about now. We had Will Ospreay and Hangman Page against Kazuchika. Sorry about that. I was saying the wrong name. Had him against Takeshita and Josh Alexander. Of course, Hangman and Ospreay came together at the end and did a combination finisher to finish out the match, continuing their story going into the pay-per-view. Going into that, I would love to see Hangman win because I'm a long-time Elite fan. I followed the Bucks, Omega, and everyone through Being the Elite whenever they were still doing Being the Elite. I truly miss that channel so much. But I'm a huge Hangman fan, loved his story throughout 2020, 2021, getting to the title, being a top guy but still being unsure of himself, and I'm kind of take it or leave it with his current story. He was right in his feud with Swerve Strickland. He was not crazy, but he was still a bad guy and all that. Anyways, it was a fine match. Kind of half paid attention to it. It's how I watch wrestling nowadays. Kind of just in the background, probably like most of you. We had Ricochet versus Zach Gowen. Ricochet defeated Zach Gowen, and I honestly have been loving Ricochet since he has came into AEW. I've seen him here and there in WWE. I was kind of staying away from WWE for the longest time. That's how I got back into wrestling with Being the Elite. And then slowly morphed into watching like some independents, What Culture Wrestling, that turned into, I think, Defy, that may be a different independent promotion, but they changed over to something else. And then went defunct, and yeah, what I'm trying to get across is that I am in fact a long time wrestling fan, have been since I was a kid, with watching the Attitude Era stuff on VHS and watching it weekly with Shawn Michaels and Triple H and their rivalry throughout. It went from like 01, I think, all the way up until about 05, 06. I remember watching all that as a kid, but anyways, back to Ricochet. Been fucking loving him. I think he's been a great, shit heel, plus a scary villain, because at times I am truly afraid of this man whenever he pulls out these scissors. Do not stab me, Ricochet. But, been loving it. Last week, whenever he walked away with Zach's leg, his prosthetic, that actually made me laugh out loud. I thought that was pretty funny. But, yeah, I've just been loving Ricochet. He's been great. And nothing bad to say about him. After that, we had a backstage segment with MJF and Renee Paquette talking about the Hurt Syndicate and that he's excited about getting the thumbs up tonight, and then Renee puts in that little bit of doubt of what if they say no. Hurt Syndicate comes over and is like, Hey, after our match tonight, we need you out there, bud. Goes off to commercial, they have their match, have all the tag teams come out being like, I want a title shot, I want a title shot, I want a title shot. So next, I think it's Saturday, Collision. Next show, they're going to have two teams facing off. Can't remember the teams because the Hurt Syndicate is just going to run through them. There's no one, in my opinion, currently that is going to be taking the titles off the Hurt Syndicate unless MJF somehow fucks up and they beat up MJF. I just don't see anyone taking the titles off of them. They're too popular. The crowd loves them. Their song is awesome. It took a few weeks for the song to get over, but we hurt people, baby. We in fact do hurt people. After that, they come back from commercial. MJF is in there. MVP gives his thumbs up, of course, just like he has every week. Sheldon gives his thumbs up, and then it's finally down to Bobby Lashley, or the better name, Bob, is getting ready to give his thumbs down, and then at the last moment gives MJF the thumbs up. MJF is now in the Hurt Syndicate. Later on, we see, I can't remember what place it was in the show, but in the backstage segment, congratulations to MJF for joining. And then MJF tells MVP that he's going to have his lawyer, Mark Sterling, look over the contract. And he's like, lawyer? What do you mean lawyer? He's like, baby, this is just business, MJF to MVP. This is just business, you know. You wouldn't sign a contract unless you had someone read it first, right? And they go along from there. So we already have some distrust in there from the get-go. Bobby Lashley and Sheldon already don't trust him. MVP no not trust him, but they have that relationship from whenever MJF first broke into the business, so we'll see how that blossoms. And from the last bit of the night, we had Moxley versus Samoa Joe, and he retained the title in a steel cage match. I honestly think that Mox should have lost. Mox has had the title for too long. I don't think that Mox as a character works as a chicken shit heel. I don't think that the group really works as chicken shits, because you should be going off of the Blackpool Combat Club. You lost Danielson. He is retired. Just continue it on. Be these badasses that are whooping people's ass every week. Continue that story with Willer Yuta. I think Willer should be in a different spot at this point. He should be higher up on the card. He should be doing a whole lot more than what he's doing. And I can't remember the chick's name that is in the group right now. Forgive me, but I do love her. I wish that Marina Shafir, I wish that she was doing a whole lot more too, because I don't think she's had a match this entire time. She's just been the muscle of the group, which I'm fine with. We haven't seen the title, so we don't know if the briefcase has the title, if the title's been messed with, yada yada yada, but the entire time he's been champ, we've not seen the title once. And we've had multiple chances to just keep this briefcase and do what we want with it, get the title out. What are we doing at this point? Like, don't get me wrong, I love Mox. I get that he bleeds a lot, but fuck, man. We need to do something else. The whole group needs to be doing something else. Like, you got the whole roster that's going up against you now. You got the Bucks that are in the mix too, so we'll see how that goes. But as of right now, man, I just wish that they were doing something else. I think they're doing Anarchy in the Arena, which I hate. I don't think it works anymore. I believe that the Stadium Stampede was a lot better. If you're going to be doing that type of thing, do the Stadium Stampede. I don't give a shit if you're brawling throughout the arena. I want to see all the cinematic shit. And I get that Mox, as a person, doesn't like that, but that I have that more as like a Jericho thing. I get that he's off on tour right now, but that really is just more of a Jericho thing, man. And the music playing the entire time, they're just going around the arena. It's just a big. It's no different than just a street fight. You're going to be going throughout the arena anyways. I think there's pinfalls and submissions throughout the arena too, so it's falls count anywhere. And it's just, I don't know. I swear I love AEW. I've been following it since the beginning. And it just seems like that they keep taking one L after another. I get that people retire, they're getting older talent. They are kind of more reliant on the popular WWE talent coming in. But let's build up these guys that you've had forever. I get that they're greener, but they need that TV time, they need that experience. I don't know what's going on in ROH because it's on their website, and I'm not spending extra money for another wrestling thing. It's just not within my budget. I don't care enough. So I haven't seen Sammy Guevara in forever unless he pops up on Dynamite randomly or Collision randomly whenever I decide to watch Collision. Because Collision for the longest time was something that you could just miss and watch on Dynamite. And they'd catch you up at that point, but man, I don't know. I just wanted to ramble for a while. I really enjoy that Omega's back and has been back for a little bit. I've missed him. They need more of those just larger than life top level stars. And your top guys are getting older, and I get that we now have like a Swerve Strickland coming in to that spot. And you have a Hangman and you have an MJF, but you need more than just those three. And you now have a Will Ospreay, but he's getting older too. I think he's in like his mid to late 30s. Just these guys that you have that are younger. I'm going to pull up the roster right now. This is just a long rant that I'm doing, completely unscripted. I just wanted to get my thoughts out. I know my videos have been different from here, there, and yonder, but this is also going to be a channel update, I guess. But I'm just going to start making whatever I want and have fun with it, because I just want to make stuff that I'd want to watch too. I'd want to listen to someone rant about some shit. Got Mox as champ, Tony Storm as champ. She lost a title contender as well, I believe. Let me pull this up. It's reloading. Got the Hurt Syndicates tag champs, Cole TNT champs, the Ops as trios. Okay, now we're down to the roster. You got Aaron Solo. What's he doing? Action Andretti was just on TV. He's one of the two teams. Alex Reynolds, what's he doing? Jellicoe, he was on TV here recently, losing. What's the Guns doing? What's AR Fox doing? What's Bishop doing? What's I know some of these guys are injured or now retired. I don't know why they're still on the active roster if they're retired. I know Darby's climbing Mount Everest. What the hell is Griff Garrison doing? What's Evil Uno doing? What's Jack Perry doing? What's John Silver doing? Johnny TV, Josh Alexander. I know he's been on TV, but come on, let's get some matches out of these new guys. No, I think Juice is injured. What's Kota Ibushi doing? He's on the roster. Is he assigned talent? What happened to Max Caster? He hasn't been on in a while. Where the hell has Ortiz been? Preston Vance, where's he at? Where's Scorpio Sky? Where's Sean Dean? Tony Nese? And the women. Like, you have so many women on the roster. Where are these women's storylines? And Soraya's still on the roster. Is she still with the company? I thought she got released. But you've got Abaddon, Anna Jay, Athena, Britt Baker, Deonna Purrazzo, Diamante, Emi Sakura, Harley Cameron, Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, Julia Hart, Camille, Kira Hogan, Chris Statlander, Layla Gray, Madison Rain, Maria May, Marina Shafir, Megan Bang, Mercedes Martinez, Mercedes Monet, Nyla Rose, Penelope Ford, Queen Amanada, Rebel, Red Velvet, Rio, Ruby Soho. I think she just had a baby recently. So that would make sense why she's out. If Soraya's still on the roster, what the hell is she doing? Serena Deeb, love her. Sky Blue just came back. Ty Mello, what is she doing? Bring Ty back. Taya Valkyrie, could do without her, to be honest. Thunder Rosa, I don't like Thunder Rosa. I don't know what it is about her, I just do not like her. Never thought that she was like... I never got the hype over her, even when she won the title. Like, I just don't see the appeal in her. I'm sure that she has her fans, but I am definitely not one of them. Anytime that she is like doing a move, she screams into the camera or yells out to the crowd. And I go back and I watch these old matches, and I know I sound like an old man yelling at clouds, but I'm talking about like shit that I grew up with 20 years ago. To me, it doesn't feel all that old, but I don't think that it won't work now. I've just slowing down a little bit, focusing on the opponent more than the crowd. I feel like a lot of these guys are just doing like outside dives, flips and shit, trying to wow the crowd with what they can do. I'm coming to see a show. You are actors. I don't understand why the wrestling business is like this, of that, yes, you guys are performers, you guys are professional athletes, but at the end of the day, you are actors. You are professional stunt men and women, but you are also actors. Get some acting classes. Watch some old film and some old matches, some top-rated matches, and try to fucking learn. I know I'm not trained professionally, but holy shit, some of these people need to just do some time, figure out... I would say figure out the business a little bit, but shit, like I said, I'm not trained. I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know what these people do to get ready each day to make sure that they're better than they were the day before, but I believe that a lot of these people would be better if they took some acting classes and just don't focus on the crowd as much. I get we need to play to the crowd, but every time that you do a dive, you don't have to play it to the crowd. Every time you do a big move, you don't have to play it to the crowd. Do your shit. And then go on to the next thing sometimes. I want some of these people to be killers. I want to believe in them. Allow me to suspend my disbelief. I am watching a show. I know you're actors. I know you don't really hate some of these people. You may not like them, but you don't hate them. You gotta have some trust in there with people, and I don't know. I've put all my thoughts out there for now. I think the next video we're going to have another review from JK Distro. So if you're into that, that's probably what's going to be the next video. I don't know if I'll do another one of these rambling about wrestling videos. I thought about doing some retroactive reviews on AEW and telling the history behind it and everything. I may do that. Sounds like fun, but yeah, the next video is definitely going to be a review from JK Distro. And yeah, glad that you listened this way. If you have, if you disagree with something, let me know. If you agree with it, let me know. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. And until next time, this has been Quackery Robust, and I'll see you later.